Recent satellite footage and other evidence show that China is expanding its network of camps in Xinjiang. UN experts and activists say these camps hold at least 1 million people, mostly non-ethnic Chinese Muslims. Here is what you need to know. An Australian think tank has identified and mapped more than 380 suspected detention facilities in Xinjiang, where mostly Muslim minorities are being held in a forced assimilation campaign. The Australian Strategic Policy Institute used satellite images and official construction tender documents to identify the sites, all of which were newly built or had undergone significant expansion since 2017. In the report on the detention system, the think tank divided their dataset into 4 tiers based on security features visible from satellite imagery analysis. The report defines Tier 1 sites as suspected low-security re-education facilities like this re-education center in Kashgar City, formerly a school. These were created by adding fencing and other security features to existing buildings such as schools and hospitals. These are the only camps that journalists and diplomats have been allowed to visit. 108 Tier 1 sites were identified in the dataset. Tier 2 sites are suspected dedicated re-education camps, like this re-education camp in Kashgar Prefecture's Yenisehir or Shul County. They appear to be specifically built for the detention of Uyghurs and other non-Han minorities and tend to be much larger. In most cases, they have a large external wall and often watchtowers, which suggests that the detainees are much more closely surveilled and restricted in their movements. However, they also have classrooms and external yards, suggesting they are for the eventual rehabilitation of detainees. 94 Tier 2 sites were identified in the dataset. Tier 3 sites were suspected detention centers, like this high-security detention center in Ansu or Wensu County, Aksu Prefecture. They appear to be designed to remove inmates from society with little intention for serious rehabilitation. They are fully enclosed by high concrete walls, watchtowers at regular intervals, and multiple layers of barbed wire fencing. Unlike Tier 1 and 2 facilities, administrative buildings are in completely separate areas from detainee sites. 72 Tier 3 sites were identified in the dataset. Tier 4 sites are suspected maximum security prisons, like this prison facility in Mekhet County, Kashgar Prefecture. Before the 2017 crackdown, there were small prisons in most Xinjiang counties, often in the middle of cities. Now there are far more. Most of the new facilities are substantially larger than prisons built before 2017 in Xinjiang and are far from any major settlement. They typically have dozens of cell blocks and no visible outside exercise yards. 107 Tier 4 sites were identified in the dataset. The report contradicts claims by Chinese officials that most people sent to detention centers have returned to society. Chinese officials first denied the existence of these camps altogether. But satellite footage doesn't lie. They now acknowledge the existence of the camps, but say they are for vocational training and re-education programs aimed at reducing poverty and fighting terrorism.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.